So good morning. When you purchase your Masterblend, I suggest that the easiest way to do it is through Amazon. You'll find that turn that furnace off before it makes a bunch of noise. You will find that it comes as a three-part system. The first part is Masterblend itself, which is a 4-18-38 fertilizer with all of the micro elements that plants need to grow. So there's the Masterblend. The other component is calcium nitrate, and calcium nitrate basically is a mixture of calcium, like 19%, nitrogen, which is 15% or something like that. But that's where you get your nitrogen and your calcium from. And then magnesium sulfate, which is also known as Epsom salts. So, and it's the same Epsom salts that you buy at the grocery store or wherever you buy your pharmaceuticals. And the mixing ratio is 1 part Masterblend, 1 part calcium nitrate, and a half a part Epsom salts. And although it is not recommended, in fact some people will probably jump up and down and swear that I'm totally wrong, but I will tell you that I mix my Masterblend all up at one time. And so this is a complete formula, and I use that exclusively in my hydroponics. There is some concern that if you put the micro elements in with the calcium nitrate, it tends to compromise, let's just leave it at that, the integrity of the fertilizer. But honestly, I can't prove that. And I've been doing this for 7 years, and I've tried it both ways, and trying to do a 2-part solution is just, for me, it's a recipe for disaster, because I forget what I'm doing and what have you. So this is the way I've been doing it for a long time, and it's working for me. So it'll probably work for you. So, but feel free to, learn more about how to mix it, and you can mix it however you want. But I mix so much of it that it's just, it would be just crazy to try to do a 2-part system. Okay, that said, in order to measure out your own ingredients, you'll need a scale and something to keep the master or the dry materials in. And I like to use the gram scale. It's just a whole lot easier to use than pounds. So I'm going to start off with just doing a 100-gram mixture. So I'm going to take 100 grams of the Masterblend. And this isn't rocket science, so if you overshoot or undershoot just a little bit, it's okay. And I usually like to measure into a tray, and then I can transfer it over to another tray, which I will concentrate it in. Okay, so we got the Masterblend. by the way, calcium nitrate especially is what they call hygroscopic, which means that it'll attract moisture. So it's important you keep your calcium nitrate in a real dry situation. And these plastic jars seem to work pretty good. Okay, so this is one to one. So I'm going to use 100 grams of the calcium nitrate. Okay, there's 100 grams. So I'm comfortable with that, so I go ahead and put it over here. And close that up. And now we need 1 to 1 to 1/2, so half as much Epsom salts, which will be 50 grams. Oh, came out just right. Okay. So that's our 3 parts. Some lumps in the fertilizer, which we'll get out. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and mix this. I think it's important that it's fairly well mixed. And then, now that I'm sure that I've done it right, I can put this in here. Now you want to try to avoid smelling the dust on this stuff. I don't think it's particularly good for you. Okay, there you go. That's your fertilizer. And as I've shown you, I generally use 1 of these cups per 5 gallons. So if I'm mixing it up in a 5-gallon bucket, I just use 1 cup. If I'm mixing it up for my Kratky system, I use 2 of these. So, and it comes out pretty close to right. So there we go. Trying to think of any questions you might have. Feel free to jot them down and get them to my moderator, and she'll be happy to pass them on to me. I think that's it.